Hey, what's up, guys? This is David Chase Taylor, 911truther.org. Today is August 11th of 2026. So, based on breaking news and events, it appears that CIA headquarters located beneath CERN at Lake Geneva in Switzerland is going to execute one of two Doomsday plots targeting the United States on the evening of August 11th of 2026, specifically to assassinate U.S. President Donald J. Trump, spawn a second global biological pandemic, and or trigger World War III. Coincidentally, the date of August 11th of 2026 marks exactly the 569th day that Donald J. Trump has been in office. Of course, the 69 numerology is an esoteric numerology that is coincidentally featured in the nuclear attacks on Hiroshima and Nagasaki back on August 6th and August 9th of 1945. So this numerology suggests that in fact the CIA is plotting a nuclear event in the United States on the evening of August 12th or the morning, or excuse me, the evening of August 11th or the morning of August 12th. So scenario number one has to do with Russia. The date of August 11th marks 5,209 days since Vladimir V. Putin became president of Russia. Of course, because the number 5 doubles as the letter S, and so does the number 2. It's an S backwards, so this is SS. And the number 9 equates to the letter I, so this is SSI. This is the numerology or the symbology of ISIS, which is the esoteric name of CIA headquarters located beneath CERN, which suggests that they are going to stage a Russian-based event on this particular numerology of 5209. So, breaking news and events suggest that Donald J. Trump is going to be assassinated by a Russian agent in the United States on the date of August 11th or the morning of August 12th. Surrounding his slated travel to and slated appearance at the 2026 Patriot Games, which are coincidentally being held in Geneva, Ohio. So because the CIA is planning to murder Trump surrounding this event, they held this event, the first ever annual, inaugural and to-be-annual Patriot Games in Geneva, Ohio. They could have chosen any other location in the United States, but they chose Geneva, Ohio, because this is what CIA does, is they always kill on their numerology, on their name. It's like a serial killer. It's like them leaving their mark, and they plan to do so on the date of August 11th, surrounding Trump's slated appearance. So firstly, it appears that Trump will be assassinated by a contract killer of Russia. So they're going to claim that Russia hired a Hamas hitman, a Al-Qaeda hitman, a Russian mob hitman, and so some sort of an assassination during the 2026 Patriot Games in Geneva, Ohio, targeting U.S. President Donald J. Trump is expected. And this also may be blamed on Russian arms dealer Victor Bout, who was exchanged for WNBA star Brittany Griner a few years back after she was imprisoned in Russia. And coincidentally, just today, Russia released a prisoner, a former U.S. Marine, and from Russian jail cell. So this suggests that Victor Bout may be involved, or a former U.S. military person that was paid off by Vladimir Putin to assassinate Trump is in order, but some sort of an assassination event linked to Russia, similar to the Lee Harvey Oswald previously being in Russia before assassinating JFK. They're going to revisit this particular narrative on the evening of August 11th. This is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Trump is going to oversee the final of these Geneva Games, these Patriot Games in Geneva, Ohio. So if Trump makes an appearance during this nationally broadcast event and is able to make it out of Geneva, Ohio, I believe he's going to be landing and taking off from Cleveland International Airport, which is, I believe it's called Hopkins International. So if he's lucky enough to survive this live broadcast assassination event at the 2026 Patriot Games, and of course Trump will become the poster boy of the Patriot Games, and then he will be they will use this assassination to essentially execute World War III. But if he's lucky enough to survive this, he's going to depart on Air Force One. And coincidentally today, there was a breaking news story that Trump's Air Force One was going to be targeted by Iran during the NATO summit in Ankara, Turkey a few months ago. And this is also designed to highlight Air Force One just prior to it going down. So if the CIA does not assassinate Trump during the Patriot Games, they will target the plane while en route from Geneva, Ohio to Joint Base Andrews in Frederick County, Maryland. So Trump's plane is going to go down, or his helicopter is going to go down on the evening of August 11th, possibly the morning of August 12th. And they will likely claim that a Russian assassin or an Iranian assassin that was paid off by Russia or something to that effect was able to take down one of the aircraft. So either Air Force One is going down or Marine One is going down on the evening of August 11th, morning of August 12th. And then this event, this assassination event, is going to be followed by a Russian nuclear ICBM strike targeting the United States. Possibly in Minnesota, Wisconsin, or North Carolina. And this is going to be three strikes. So it's going to be boom, boom, boom. And it's going to have the same geometry as the 9/11 attacks in Pennsylvania, Washington, D.C., and the Twin Towers in New York City. It forms the symbol that's found in the NASA logo, which is called the Chevron symbol, or is formerly the letter C, which is on the cover of the Dan Brown book, The Lost Symbol. So we know that they're going to hit a triple strike by Russia on the evening of August 11th, morning of August 12th. Okay, so scenario B is the more likely scenario, which is that the CIA is going to stage some sort of Iran-backed attack and or assassination event targeting Trump, followed by, again, a nuclear strike on the United States. Coincidentally, the date of August 11th marks exactly 164 days since the Iran war started back on February 28th of 2026. And of course, the number 164 has the 16 numerology found in the 16-pointed star of the CIA in its logo, and then it has the number 4, which was formerly a cross, which is found on the flag of Switzerland. So this is a number that is intimately, there is not another number that could be more intimately associated with the CIA and Geneva and Switzerland and the CIA. So this is basically their numeric signature is 164. Also, the number 14 is found in the motto of Switzerland, all for one, one for all. And also, it's imperative to note that the Iran war started on 2/28. So with February 28th of 2026, the Iran war started. This has the 2/8 numerology, and then if you take 1 + 1 on the date of the 11th of August, 1 + 1 is 2, and then you have 8. This is what's called reflective numerology. So this suggests that the CIA is going to stage some sort of major Iranian offensive targeting the United States and or her president on the evening or the date of August 11th of 2012. So I believe they're going to stage an Iran-backed quote-unquote insurgency in the United States starting on the evening of August 11th. This could be Houthis, this could be Hamas, this could be Hezbollah, or some other group which they claim. This could be an Iranian national, this could be an Iranian sleeper cell, but they're going to stage an Islamic terror wave in the United States starting on the night of August 11th, likely featuring a CBRN, that's chemical, biological, radiological, or nuclear attack targeting the previously hacked. So they started this narrative a few days ago that Iran hacked U.S. water systems in 7 different states. So what they plan on doing on the evening of August 11th is to either poison these with a chemical, biological agent, or they plan on staging some sort of a dirty bomb attack or some sort of an attack targeting these water stations in 7 states. So this is going to look like a major terror offensive by Iran. In reality, of course, this is going to be executed on the ground by the Israeli Mossad. Make no mistake about that. And coincidentally, this entire narrative of a quote-unquote insurgency of the United States has become naked. I've been warning about it for years, that the CIA is planning on importing the Gaza war, a guerrilla-type war, into the United States. This is why they brought all these Muslims into Michigan. This is why they brought all these Somalis into Minnesota. With the election, during the primary election of Egyptian national Dr. Abdul El Sayed in the Michigan primary back on August 4th of 2026, the foreshadowing in the media has been constant. They have used the term insurgency over and over and over again, even though it has nothing to do with a military term. So they're using this to foreshadow the notion that this is the start of a civil war, which they plan. This is going to be the IDF basically coming into the United States and masquerading itself as Islamic terrorism. So this term is obviously a propaganda term, and it will likely start on the evening of August 11th in the aftermath of these attacks targeting the water stations. They plan on importing the Israeli military, likely already in the United States at a base in Michigan, Wisconsin, Illinois, or Minnesota. And coincidentally, election primaries, the latter of which in Michigan elected Abdul El Sayed. There are primaries in the United States in Wisconsin and Minnesota on the evening of August 11th. So attacks targeting Minneapolis, Madison, or other cities in the region such as Detroit or Chicago are expected. And this notion that the CIA is planning on basically blowing up the United States was foreshadowed when an Egyptian national, who is also from the same country as Abdul El Sayed, threw a Molotov cocktail attack, a bottle on fire at Jewish protesters in Boulder, Colorado, back on June 1st. This is 6-1. This is again the CIA numerology of 16, 16-pointed star. And so I believe that this Egyptian national attack on Jewish protesters in Boulder, Colorado was designed to foreshadow and set the precedent for a mass attack targeting Jewish, Hebrew, and or Israeli-related entities in the United States on the evening of August 11th of 2026, likely targeting the aforementioned states of Illinois, Minnesota, Michigan, and or Wisconsin. That being said, other states could be targeted in this impending wave of terror that's going to be executed by the Israeli Mossad and the Israeli IDF in the United States. We have to remember that Chicago is home to the Israeli National Police because they have a partnership with Israel, and so there are rogue Israeli agents in the United States as we speak, and these are the ones that have been shooting up Chicago for the last few years, killing all these black kids. So in the aftermath of these attacks targeting U.S. water systems and then targeting Jewish, Hebrew, and Israeli-related entities in the United States, they're going to stage a nuclear ICBM strike targeting the United States. This can occur anywhere in the United States, but I believe it's going to happen. It's going to target Darrell K. Royal Texas Memorial Stadium in Austin, Texas, on the evening of August 11th of 2026, specifically to spark World War III. And of course, Austin was home to this jihadist attack back a few months ago, so this was designed to foreshadow this impending event. And coincidentally, the morning of August 12th of 2026 marks 37,147 days since this stadium opened. Of course, this has the 37 numerology, 777, 3 times 7 is 777. This is found in the tetragram of Yahweh, which is the highest god in Judaism. And so this numerology suggests that the stadium will be targeted. There was millions of tons of liquid nitroglycerin, the most explosive compound on Earth, likely buried beneath the stadium. And then an ICBM strike will hit it, and then it'll blow up and it'll look like a nuclear bomb. So just to recap, CIA is plotting an Iranian or Russian assassination event targeting U.S. President Donald J. Trump that is going to be followed by terror attacks in the United States, and then an ICBM strike targeting one or more locations in the United States. This is going to be executed in the United States, of course, by Israel at the behest of CIA headquarters in Geneva, Switzerland. And we have to also remember that August 11th and August 12th is a Jewish holiday. I made a separate video. If you go to my YouTube page, you can find it. But the CIA always, and I mean always, stages terror attacks on Jewish holidays. And August 11th and August 12th is going to be exactly that, terrorism in the United States by Switzerland and her proxy, the state of Israel. And this is the Jewish holiday of Tisha B'Av, and this is one of the major holidays in Judaism. And so mass attacks targeting the United States are expected on the evening of August 11th and the morning of August 12th. And this is going to be executed, again, by Israel at the behest of Switzerland. So if this, in fact, does come to fruition in reality, I would kindly ask that you download this video and share it with local, state, and federal law enforcement, military, and intelligence officials, as well as with local, national, and international media outlets. Peace.